Okay. We're gonna try it. He starts spinning on us, then we'll hoof it to the end of the world.
Yeah.
Look at my pretty trees.
Sorry, it's gonna be a little bouncy for a second, guys. She's like. Meanwhile, it's so funny. So Colleen's on there.
Yeah, Colleen was like, "Good thing you're just being flaky and not hurt."
So Colleen, the funny thing is, I had just walked out. I had changed my shirt. If you can notice with the shirt I'm wearing, Benjamin Moore, right? And I was like, Benjamin Moore is not our sponsor today, but I'm wearing the shirt because it's my Peyton shirt.
It's so crooked.
So, yeah.
Where's the new one? I'm not finding the new one. Did everybody
sorry.
find us?
There we go.
Doo -doo.
We don't have to sit so close together now.
That's good. That was stressful for me.
I could tell. She was like, she's like, you're too close.
Let's see. Still buffering.
We're going for a walk. I guess we need chairs. Sorry, guys. It's just one thing after another. I know it's empty.
Mine too. Mine too, but I have wishes and dreams.
So we're going to head up to the edge of the world.
We're coming through, Dawn. Settle down, sir.
So chaotic. Sorry, guys. I'm just glad I looked at the clock and was like, holy cow, it's 5:30.
That's all right. They love us. They don't mind. They're going for a walk on the property. This is good times.
You guys get to see the view because we're not going to face that way. So. There.
So I'm not squinting. Oh, please don't roll down the hill. Oh,
okay.
Man, that's pretty.
Hopefully I have a fully charged battery. I did not check it.
I think today has been the prettiest weather since spring showed up today. It's been absolutely gorgeous. We ran into town. We picked up the fish. You guys saw the short on the fish. Well, first we worked dogs on the sheep. And then we went into town.
If you're subscribed to Because We Can Farms, you saw the fish. I hope you are.
Oh, that's right.
If not, you need to go over and check that out. It's awesome.
I gotta pull it back up. There we go.
Oh, there's YouTube. All right. I have no idea what everyone's saying, but hopefully it's all nice things.
Alicia said we were blurry. Thumbs up, y'all. Anna, not tall, vertically challenged.
That was a terrible thumbnail that I just took and threw out there for everybody. You're welcome. Okay, got it up.
Mucho better.
Busy. We've just been busy. We've been working.
KJ got motion sickness.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is great. Like here's the thing. So we're so used to the days getting dark, starting to get dark. And we really don't pay attention unless we have the alarm on. And so, or one of us obsesses about it. Because that does happen every now and then.
And usually my watch tells me because my phone and my watch kind of talk. But my watch is dead.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm far away from my phone, my watch at least alerts me.
Here comes Flapjack.
So, yep, not today.
Involved. He's all about being involved.
Let's see.
Real exciting news. I got my Mother's Day present, which was an outhouse hole.
I love when she says that. It just totally makes me laugh.
So now we can build our outhouse because we got the hole.
We got the outhouse hole now.
Yeah, outhouse hole has been dug.
Yep.
Ugh.
Hannah's fun size like Kimmy. Thanks, Janet. Yes, thumbs up, y'all. Yeah. I greatly appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys were patient with us and went through all of this to be here. That's fantastic.
KJ says, I'm 6 foot and no, I don't play basketball. Man, we needed you on the build. Where are you?
Yeah, right?
Like, we had tall ceiling things to do. Isn't Courtney like 6 foot? 6'1"?
Something like that.
I think she's 6 foot and tall. He's like 6'1". I think he's a teeny bit taller than her.
Mom, you still on here or did I lose you? She's like, I'm out.
Hi, Carol.
She probably didn't even think, oh, there's probably going to reconnect it.
Linda's here.
Praying for Kelly. What happened? Oh, Kelly's sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary. You made it. Mary, how you feeling since your ladder fall?
Outhouse hole is the gift that keeps on taking, not giving. Hey, we're the ones that are doing the jokes here, Bob.
Settle down. Settle down.
Yeah, that's...
I would like to say, and I would like to have this documented, that we have not been into Home Depot once today and we finished a project.
That's a good point. We did go to Walmart. But that was because we needed to get some fishies for the
Man, the mosquitoes have been vicious,
Yeah.
absolutely vicious. And so I was like, we need to go get some goldfish. And so we went in there, and the goldfish were delivered that day. Actually, while we were there, they got delivered. But she was like, we don't know if they're going to live. So come back on Friday and get those. And we're like, we're here. We're getting some. So we don't even know what kind we got. They're little bitty ones.
Yeah.
And they're basically just swimming in a little school in a circle inside the town.
Colleen says no. Courtney and Ryan are 6'2". I think she meant Riley, but yes.
Both of them are 6'2"?
6'2". And
Courtney looks like a dang supermodel.
yeah, she's
so
just pretty.
she did a short. I don't know if you guys watch them. If you don't, you need to. They're great, Ambition Strikes. But you
Mom,
probably
can you
watch
drop
them.
a link down there?
Tell
Tell him we say.
But they did a whole thing on going and showering at the Y, and she comes walking out, and I'm like, girl, I do not look like that when I come out of the Y. She looks like a supermodel. I look like a drowned rat. She's so beautiful.
Colleen just said, yeah, I just noticed your shirt. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but I was going to say in the video today, which you guys will see, Benjamin Moore's not the sponsor of today's video, but I'm wearing it because
But
it's
we
my
support
painting
him
shirt.
anyway.
Yeah, it's my painting shirt. So I really just changed my shirt literally like 5 minutes before this
To start painting.
to start painting, and I walk outside and I'm like, I look at the phone and I'm like, ah! So that's funny.
Catherine Biggs said, interesting, that outhouse hole sounds like something completely different.
That's why we like it. It's funny.
Very similar to Athol when we drive by there.
A
too.
town that's close by
Because
called
we are
Athol.
12-year-olds.
Yes, we are. KJ, will there be a members live on Thursday? If you had one last week, it did not make the membership page.
Oh,
We had one last week.
we did have one last
That's
week.
rude of us.
I didn't put the link on the, I thought I put the link on the community page. It did not make it?
Did we have one Thursday?
Did we, or did we cancel it? I don't remember.
I think we
You
canceled
other
it.
members, did we have one yesterday?
Last
Or
Thursday.
last Thursday.
Our days, we don't remember.
They blend, totally blend.
I have no idea. We missed Bible study 2 weeks in a row. Totally.
You know what? We didn't, because where were we going? Yeah, we did the car one in the car on the way back.
We totally forgot about it. Whoa. We totally
Blowing
forgot.
things. I'm trying to block somebody. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Kelly says we did. Yeah, we had it in the truck.
Oh, yes. We
We
did.
had it in the truck.
We did, because we were coming back.
No link. That's why I wasn't there. I was wondering, KG, why you weren't there. We did it driving home.
Sorry, how rude of us.
That's terrible, but we will definitely have one on Thursday.
Again, for those of you here for this channel, it's
Yeah.
over on Cuz We Can. If you want to join our membership, that would be great. We would love to have you.
We keep forgetting.
We have a
Where
great
we're at.
time.
Keep reminding us. We're on Waking Up Country right now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, KJ's not on our messenger group. We need to get her on there.
And or I need to get your number so I can email it so that I can text you a link if you're not on there.
Yeah, I have her number.
Okay.
We'll do that. But anyway, we'll definitely do one.
Busy season. You ladies are forgetting everything. We're busy, Bob.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what.
Jeez.
So this time of year, it's like, it's almost like we need to hire somebody else to do videoing so we can just keep doing what we gotta do, right? Like have someone come in and be our
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rabbits that I'm looking at that are running loose right now.
And for those of you that have been around for a long time and you know what's going on with this chair, I am still sitting in it and there's still not a problem.
It can be our outhouse chair.
I actually brought that up the other day. I was like, just cut a hole in the center. Totally would be a great outhouse chair.
It's fine. Oh,
Kelly,
gosh,
prayers
I'm
for you, honey. Yeah, Dwayne said you were sick, so I hope you feel better.
That's sad.
Did they escape from the new enclosure is the question.
After 6, you need to say ha 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 like the count.
She kind of does do something similar to that.
Yes, busy time of year. That's why I've been quiet. Yeah, we went over to Colleen's the other day. She started us some cherry tomatoes. And I was like, are you okay? Because we haven't seen you. You've been quiet. I was telling Kimmy, Colleen's been quiet.
Yeah. Anna wanted to know if anyone escaped from the new enclosure.
Well, there was one. And we just caught her. She just went. We just got her back in. But we realized that when we stopped putting the bigger fence up, so they actually jumped over a space out of one of the bigger squares.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that up. And we've got to get the chicken wire all the way around the bottom so the babies can't get out, because the babies can get out.
Yeah, they should be coming out of their holes here soon.
And what we're doing is I set up a catch pen so they can get in, and then we just block, there's a little hole in the fence, and we can block that. So we're putting feed down in there, and when they go in there, we just block that in, catch them, and chunk them over. So it works really well. And it's zero stress. Hi, Drew. It's zero stress for the rabbits. It's zero stress for us. We don't have to try to catch them.
Hi, Randall.
Hi, Randall.
Drew says, you ladies are late. We
are.
Were busy working, and
we're really scared that we're pregnant.
No.
Don't you want a little brother?
That would be baby Jesus number 2. But my watch died, and so my alarm didn't go off, and we were inside, and the phone was outside. So, you know, when you're busy working, sometimes you just lose track of time.
But look at that view. I mean, look at that. He's like, I was on earlier, but you weren't. How was work?
Don't you want a little brother? Oh, goodness gracious.
Robert has, I have
like,
40 tomato plants and 20 cucumbers and 20 cantaloupe plant right now. Other tomatoes aren't big enough yet. Peas, potatoes, and onions popping. We did get onion starts, and I'm sorry, potato seeds from, they're not called seeds, are they? What are they called? Starts. Are they called starts? Anyway, got a whole bunch of them from my friend,
Seed potatoes.
Karen.
They're called seed potatoes.
She had some from last year. They're the little red ones. So we were not going to do potatoes, but we are now. And then Colleen surprised us with some peppers that we weren't planning on doing, but we are now. So we got some bell peppers and some spicy peppers. And I think, was it 3 or 4 cherry tomatoes? So we're so excited about that.
So that should answer your question, Randall. He said, are you putting in the garden?
We're like, we weren't going to do a garden, and you know, with just the way things are right now, it's like, well, let's just do a salad garden. So we'll just do salad stuff. And then I found the sugar bush, because I'd been looking for that, which is it's not Splenda.
Stevia plant.
I keep calling it Splenda. It's not Splenda. It's an actual stevia plant that they make stevia from. So I'm growing that now. So we got 3 of those plants. We got Kelly's mom. We went to Kelly's house and cleaned out the wild critters. So I don't know, like 40 raspberry bushes and a blackberry bush and some strawberries, and
now we're just looking for grape starts.
Yes. Now, and actually, I talked to Kelly, and she might have a hookup for us for grapes.
She has a hookup. I love it.
Yeah, Kelly knows everybody.
Did you tell him we got some clematis today?
No, I didn't tell him that.
It's
not an STD.
No. We got some clematis to climb up over our arbor at the gate entrance. So super excited about that. They're beautiful flowers. They're huge.
And hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
So stevia here unless we could, unless we had it in a greenhouse, a heated greenhouse, then it would be a year round. But here we would have to plant it. I bet in Texas it would make it as a year round. So if it's warmer, it just needs to stay warmer.
Colleen said she planted the raspberries today.
Yay!
You are very welcome. We're glad that you were able to help us out, because we weren't going to use them all.
So let's see. Bob said potatoes, onions, garlic, fall planting are set and forget plants.
Anna, I just buy a 4-pound bag of sugar for stock.
Thanks, Catherine.
Oh, thank
that is an
you.
amazing view. We feel very blessed every day.
We are very
We
blessed.
have not spent a lot of time out here because my seats around the burn pit kind of are falling apart.
Hi,
They stayed out.
Winter.
Hi, Winter.
3
Oh,
different
man.
color clematis, Jag said. We got 2
We got
different
2.
colors, so yeah.
And they had all 3 there.
Flapjack's in the background plotting.
There he is. Look at him. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. It doesn't matter where we are. He is going to be like right there. He's a lonely guy. And then the turkeys show up and he runs at them. Like
Let's see. Oh, there was a question about how to get a membership. And if you were asking about over on Cause We Can, at the end of all the videos under this description, there's a link on there to
Yeah.
membership.
There's
I
a link
believe.
on there, or you can go to the actual page. So my actual YouTube page, and it'll say join in blue letters, bright blue letters. And you can just click that and it'll take you
Hi, Sean.
to it. Hi, Sean.
Rooster Stew.
You know, if he wasn't such a hoot, like, if he wasn't such a hoot, he would be. And he's getting better about not attacking the boys, so
Oh, I have it on top chat again.
me too. We're missing people
Drew
then.
said Courtney's copying me, but I don't even see Drew or Courtney on here.
Hi, Debbie. My new goats ate all my raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries, and now they are working on my clematis.
Oh.
I would love to do Bible study with you all.
Oh.
Oh, Debbie, that would be fun to do Bible study.
Dang goats. You know, they're so cute in some ways, and they're just such a
What'd you
pain
say
in
today
others.
about the sheep
Oh,
between the
thank
sheep?
you, Janet.
Oh, thanks, Janet.
There's Courtney. There's my
Hi,
daughter.
Courtney. What'd you say today about the sheep and the goats?
The sheep, man. Once I have a farm, I definitely am gonna do sheep, and I don't know if I'm gonna do goats now, because I mean, like, if sheep are gonna give us milk and the milk actually tastes good.
Yeah. So this line comes from my original line that I had in Washington at my Washington farm. And they came from a milk sheep. It starts with an L. It's a French. I can never remember the name of it. It starts with
Le
an
champagne.
L.
Le champagne day. I don't know. Something like that.
La Rouge. No.
La, la.
So anyway, it's a milking.
No,
It's,
sure.
that they make cheese and stuff out of. I do know you don't get a lot of milk out of sheep, but they also birth like triplets. Have triplets a lot. And then my friend Jen. So when I sold my sheep and moved, she took some of my babies. So she got the babies, and then she's brought in another line, which is a Polypay line, which comes from the Rambouillet line, which produces like quads.
You got it right. You didn't say polyphase this
I
time.
know, I keep calling it Polypase. So these sheep, there's 2 ewes, 1 wether, and he'll go to freezer camp. But the 2 girls, I want to milk them. I want to do all of that. So we're trying to make them super friendly. I'm also working the dogs on them. So we get up every morning and we train dogs, which we could do a live on that if you guys wanted
That'd
to
be
watch
cool.
that. It'd be a lot of fun.
That would be really cool.
Maybe we could do that on our members.
Gotta get that kitchen up so you can make cheese.
I know, right?
KJ says sheep are looking for the quickest way to die.
I've been really lucky with my sheep. I've been really, really lucky with my sheep. And they're just, you know, we've got all this stuff that's growing. You guys can't really see it, but off to the south of us right there, it's just growing like crazy. And we can stake out. I have an electric fence, the netting that I can stake out, and we'll start moving the sheep around.
They're a lot easier to move than goats.
Yeah,
Get me a little border collie, because that's definitely always been on my thing, and
yeah.
that would be awesome. Sean says they're having Himalayan rabbit
Oh,
tonight.
nice.
I've never had Himalayan rabbits.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
Dumb ways to die sheep short series coming.
We found him laying in the road.
Himalayan in the
Dad jokes. Dun dun dun. Sean, I love you. You are just adorable.
That's hilarious.
Sean's the best. Winter, you're so lucky. So
That
funny.
is so funny. Dad jokes crack me up.
Yep. Yep.
So I played a trick on my grandsons the other day. Where were we? We went into Ace Hardware for something,
Yeah.
and they had rock candy, so chocolates that look
Like rocks.
And I'm like, I have to buy this and tell the boys to eat rocks. Like, Liam is like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not eating a rock. And Jasper's like, okay. and then he's trying to tell his brother that it's candy, and he's like, nope, I don't want it. Nope.
He's very serious.
He's so serious.
He really is.
Boss the train. Heather.
Lacoon? Lacoon?
Lacoon goats. Sheep, you mean?
Ghosts?
Lacoon.
A
Oh
lacoon
my
ghost?
word. No, you guys, I gotta read you something. I haven't totally read
Just
you
you
something.
wait. Just you wait. Hold on. This is the
Okay,
best.
you guys on our
Ready?
our
Shh,
members
quiet
chat,
down.
you
Quiet
know.
down. Y'all, quiet
Okay, so I sent my son a message today, and I texted it, and here's what it turned into.
down. Because we were driving and she had fish in her lap, so she didn't have a free extra hand to like text.
So I said, hey, PICK feed was $65 with the bale of a period.
More. There's more.
I'm looking for some grief plant scraps. If any of the places near you have them for sale, none of them up here, question mark. Dude, could you pick me up $65 worth?
Okay, you should have read what it was supposed to say first.
I should have. And he's like, huh?
He probably thought she was having a stroke. Like, totally.
So what it was supposed to say was pig feed was $65. I am looking for some great plants and nobody has them up here. If you do find some down there, can you pick me up $65 worth?
But no, she's asking for grief plants and she called him dude.
Oh my
And
God.
not pig,
I laughed
not
so
pig
hard.
feed, pig feed.
Pig feed. Oh, I was rolling in the truck.
Did he call and check on you at that point? KJ wants to know for stroke.
No, he's just like, huh?
Sean said no applause needed for his dad joke. Just throw money. That's right. No, don't tuck it in his pants. Just throw him. Here, there's a super chat. You just throw it down there.
Just throw it in the super chat.
I'll make sure Sean sees it someday.
Oh my gosh, we laughed so hard, and I'm like, I had to like tape it in. I don't know.
She's like, here, hold my fish.
I sent Bob an email, and I was like, if none of this makes sense, I talked to text this entire thing. I didn't even proofread it. I just sent it. I was like, oh my gosh,
Oh goodness.
it was so funny, so funny.
I feel like today was a really good day.
Really good.
Like,
day.
I feel like we've been
I feel like
working all day,
yeah.
and we actually almost completed a room.
Well, and Justin probably saved his manhood.
Did. He's gonna keep those little dangly bits.
He's not gonna get neutered. I'm gonna tell you what, he has been so good on the sheep, and just it's genetic, it's natural, it's genetic,
Impressive.
it's not training. I'm guiding him, but what I'm doing now is I'm just testing him to see if he can do the real work, real farm dog work, and he can. He's doing so good, and he's remembering, like, day one, he was like, this is so much fun, I just want to chase them all and get them. And then day two, he was like, he remembered everything we did the day before, and I came out of there and I was like, he may have just saved his manhood, because finding a corgi that will actually work for reals is hard right now. It's really hard to find one. Like they're bred for that. They used to breed herd cattle, and now they're too soft to herd cattle. So
I
yeah.
can just see and hear it all over your face that it was something. She's having a stroke. Mary's having a stroke. Mary, are you okay?
Let me call Mary.
Was a good day.
Waka G.
You know, there was, you know, a few things that kind of happen and stuff that make it tough. But
Makes Heather say bad words.
I was gonna throw Heather out there, but yeah, it was a really good day.
Anything like that we have to do this with is like no.
And then okay. And then I go to change my shirt because the shirt I was wearing a sweatshirt because it's kind of cool, and I had a shirt underneath, but it's like way too tight and rude. Like I was like, I am not wearing that on camera. So I put on this because it's my painting shirt.
Yeah.
And I go to take my shirt off, and I'm like, whoa. No wonder Heather probably couldn't hold up her end because my armpits so bad. Like I don't. TMI, I know.
The baby bunnies are coming over here.
They hear us
so
laughing.
Funny.
But shoot.
Oh, Anna made the cottage cheese. I'm going to try to do the keto ice cream viral hack too. So I have not heard of shower time.
Biological warfare.
Hi, Sil. You made it. Oh, we miss you, Sil.
Oh, Don B. Hi, Don B.
Hi, Don B.
You came in right at the fun story.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out.
It's like, what are these two doing?
Yep.
We kind of took the weekend off. We didn't do a lot. So honestly, we ate pizza, and
not even great pizza.
Not even great pizza.
So
it wasn't even homemade
it wasn't
good
worth
pizza.
it.
It was just Domino's, and we both felt like sick. Didn't feel well. Like joints hurt. Our bad arthritis. Super tired. Super puffy. Just didn't feel like doing anything. So we basically didn't do anything for 2 days, and which is why there wasn't a video out on Monday. But yeah,
we did things, but not a lot of things.
We didn't. Yeah, we did the things that have to be done, but not anything extra that we filmed, because I don't think we filmed at all.
Virgil says, I 100% approve of that shirt. Of course, it's a great shirt.
It's a good shirt.
It's my painting shirt, and
Tiffany,
we're getting ready to paint.
You had pizza for dinner?
You know, I love pizza, but it just does not love me.
Okay, Bob said, Heather, I kept looking for videos all weekend. It was depressing to not see anything.
We don't ever do videos. Okay, rarely do we do videos on weekends. The Blue Eddy, because it had to be done on a certain day.
Yeah.
And then there was one other thing. Oh, the Sawmilling
Saturday videos.
That's it. We don't do weekend videos.
Yeah, no. Carol said that she felt the same way yesterday, and it was terrible. It was awful. I was like, this wasn't even good pizza. And I think the next time we have pizza, I'm thinking of starting a sourdough.
Sourdough doesn't affect us.
And the sourdough doesn't affect us. But I'm also wanting to get flour from Italy. That it has none of the crap in it that is here in the United States. So there is a way to get it. I talked to a guy who was like, had his own whole pizza thing set up in his backyard, and he was getting flour from Italy. So not even just organic, like it was from Italy. So I'm willing to pay a little bit more to have bread and stuff that I can eat.
Don says, you can rest anytime you want. You don't have to impress me. And
I have to tell you though, I love doing the daily videos because it forces me to get up and do.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little bit, just to get something done. And there are days that I need that. I need that push. Today we were just like on it. We were like, let's get this done.
We felt good. We rested really well last night. Both of us had good sleep. And it's not quite done. We still got to paint it. We still got to do shiplap on the walls.
The shiplap won't,
but that's going to be down the road.
Yeah, the shiplap won't probably come until after the barn build.
Yeah.
In fact, the shiplap anywhere in the house be until after the barn build's done.
And the only reason we're painting the walls is because it's dark and we want to lighten it up.
It lightens it up. So, and then basically what we'll do is as we're putting up shiplap, we'll paint it black. So the background's black, and then we'll put the shiplap up.
So it's white, and then it's black, and then it's shiplap, and then it's decorating.
Yeah.
So no, Anna, to answer your question, no decorating yet. It's going to be a bit for that.
Carol said, I kept wanting to do sourdough. I tried once and noticed I used self-rising flour. No wonder it didn't work. So I want to tell you, I've actually started sourdoughs with actual yeast to get it going. And I kept it. It was one of those things that I had watched this. I had read a blog like a long time ago. So the very first time I ever did sourdough, I started it with a yeast and kept I kept it treating it like sourdough. I didn't add any more yeast, and you know, it wasn't a live yeast, but it'll catch a live yeast. It'll still work. You can still do it. But I was making bread every single day, and we would eat fresh bread, and anything left over would go to the pig. So I made bread every day, and so I just kept using it until it turned into a sourdough. And that actually worked, and I was able to actually use it. So you can still do that. It's, you know, and it is legitimately will turn sour. You will catch a live yeast, and it will do what it needs to do, and it will work.
Anna says the flour you use makes a huge difference.
It does make a huge difference. And if you do something like that and you make that mistake, just start adding in the good stuff. Like, just start adding in the good stuff and start doing, you know, breaking it down or whatever. You can completely start over, but sometimes that breaks my heart and I don't want to.
Winter wants to know, how are the mosquitoes right now? Abundant Living Homesteaders.
They're freaking evil. Freaking evil, which is why we went and got fish, and we put fish in little goldfish in all of our, they weren't goldfish, they were something else, but in all of our water troughs, because we apparently had a breeding program going on here.
In the stock tanks. Yeah, they were getting pretty big, and we're like, man, when you can see them swimming around, you're like, it's time to get something.
Yeah. Yep.
They're talking about disco balls and such.
I don't know
what happened there.
What is happening? Or flour for the paint? So confusing. Is it a stroke? I've done a couple of starters. It's so much easier to just take from someone else's starter. It is. And we have a really good friend that has a very old starter that she's going to give us some. So,
yep. And if you don't have a starter or know somebody that has a starter and you have like an Amish store close by, you can always use some of theirs.
The Carly's Cluck Farm. Kelly, I have a starter you can take a pinch of, or I can show you how to start one.
Awesome.
Are you going to do a video on your channel? Because we can all go watch it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. The Carlisle Cluck Farm. Where are you located?
Bunnies are in the background behind us. Yeah. They're running all over.
Well, at least the rooster's not eyeballing us anymore. And he's crazy. He's so crazy. So,
won't the animals drink the minnows down? No, they actually don't. The fish will just go down to the bottom. Anytime the animals come in to put their faces in, the fish go down. So
like,
the duck would totally get them if he could get to that. So we don't have it where the duck. But we are thinking about putting a bigger fish that maybe we can harvest in the swimming pool to do the same thing. So filling that up, putting a larger fish in there, seeing if we could grow some stuff out.
Something like tilapia.
Yeah, because you could do tilapia and keep it clean because it's a bottom feeder. And so the tilapia from the store is really not that good for you.
Oh, hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Are you coming and going? It says hi. Have a good night, everyone. Did I miss you earlier?
Are you going to the racetrack?
How's Donald Duckbeard?
He's doing so good.
Yeah,
he's barely got a limp.
Much better. He's been doing some pool therapy, so he's been happy. So
moving all around all over the place. Like, he's doing real well.
We almost bought him some ladies the other day.
We this close. This close, but then we went into the store, we bought the things that we had to be there for, we got back in the truck, and I was like, all right, we were getting back out of the truck to go get the baby ducks. I'm like, hold on, we need to price this out. And so the ducks were $10 a piece. So we wanted 4. There was 2 different breeds that we liked to make sure we got a girl. And I was like, so that's $40. And then we have to buy food. That's another $25, you know, for a bag of
And then a heat
food.
lamp.
And then a heat lamp. We are running the generator quite a bit for our freezer right now. So that wouldn't change much. But so we were looking at like $90. And I'm like, we can't do that.
Thank you, Tiffany and Robert.
We're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, we're really happy. Vicky running from the popo tonight. Bob. Let's see. Guinea birds eat them. Bats and swallows. Guineas are so loud.
Guineas are so loud, they're stupid. We haven't really, knock on wood, had a tick issue here. If I had a real bad tick issue, I would get guineas because they're real good for that. But with the owl that we have, and man, I like coming out here and hearing the birds and the real birds and the crickets. Like you can hear the crickets in the background if I shut up.
Maybe those are cicadas.
They could be that. No, cicadas are real loud. But I like that. And when you have those loud damn birds, that's when you can't hear any of that. And or barking dogs, that's rude too. It's barking dogs.
Bob says, I remember a quote, not getting any new animals this year.
So, here's my rationalization and justification. We didn't have baby goats, and we were supposed to have 4 baby goats were supposed to happen. And so we only got 3 sheep.
3.
And that sheep are exercising the dogs. And because the dogs get to train on them. And then, you know, we add a lamb for the freezer because with no baby goats, one, we're not getting any milk. We were supposed to be milking and getting a good chunk of milk. Miss Darla is pregnant. She is pregnant. It's definite. We saw baby movement. And
I felt it the other day.
Yeah. So we'll have hers, but we wouldn't have the other 4. So we added the sheep for that.
And to be fair, the fish aren't much. They don't count really.
So low maintenance.
Right?
It's totally
They're
low
the easiest
maintenance.
farm animal we're gonna have.
Darla's pregnant, Randy, no. It really is funny that her name is Darla, and she came with that name.
Yes, yeah.
So, but
And
she doesn't know it really. So
And we both kind of laughed.
yeah, it's cute. Hi, Chuck.
Speaking of which, we are naming the baby sheep, and we'll be putting a post out here in the near future to see what you guys' suggestions are. So start thinking about those and either throw them on next live or when that post comes out on the 'Cause We Can channel.
Donald's Lady Fun. Help the duck out. Thanks, KJ.
Thank you. Hi, Chuck. Good to see you. It's been a while. Darla's doing well. She is on the mend. So
get the duck out of here.
So we're going to see her on Thursday.
The baby pigs are very cute. They're definitely growing. Those are my sons, so they're down there by him. But once we get all these trees out, we may move them in here just to start letting them dig up and root-till everything around. And who knows if I can talk him into doing that, because they are cute. But they stink. Pigs are stinky.
They are very stinky. For those that have never had pigs.
Thanks, Chuck. This is my favorite hat.
Their bathroom habits smell a lot like human bathroom habits.
They need an outhouse hole.
So funny. Yeah.
Did you know baby pigs taste like pork?
Because we had some technical difficulties and the live started so late, we are going to extend it, so probably until 6:30. So
yeah. I mean, as long as we still have things to say.
Yeah, if you guys...
Tiffany wants us to name one of the sheep after her.
Superhero it is.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Did you know that baby pigs taste like pork? Yes.
Me too, pigs. Me too. You North Idaho folks should spread the animals around. One family do sheep, one do goats, one do pugs, etc. Then share the results. I'm not going to share the results of the pugs. So we kind of did that last year with Darla and Randy with the pigs. Like we had the pigs up here, and then he helped us process. And I don't mind that. And we've talked about doing something similar to that if someone wanted to get on board with, you know, and do something like that. Like for instance, I would totally trade someone out for some meat chickens. Like I don't want to do meat chickens here. We don't have where we could just pull a tractor around. We don't have flat land like that.
Yeah.
Like if someone wanted to, I would totally like trade some lamb meat or a goat meat or whatever for some chicken like that. I would definitely do that. Or rabbit meat. Like we'll have a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Kelly says I have the room. You do have the room, and you have some flat area. That'd be good.
Sean, essential oils are good. Mine essential oil is bacon grease.
This little cute rabbit. It's this freaking big, right?
Tiny.
It's like this big, and it's like grabbing grass, and then it's eating it because it's like sticking out like a V, and then it's eating it, and it's so cute. Like,
The nice thing about being here in Idaho, subject change again, we do this a lot.
all the time.
Ticks. Back to the tick thing, because Sean was talking about ticks. We don't really get a whole lot of ticks here. We did go to Washington to get the sheep, and before we went and herded the sheep, we sprayed our legs down with tick repellent so that we wouldn't
Yeah,
end up carrying ticks, because she said they were really
they
bad.
were bad. We've heard that a lot of people's videos talking about
Everybody's talking about
how
how
bad they are.
But really, we don't get ticks much here.
Hi, Peter.
There's been a couple times that we've seen them
Goes
on the
Peter
dogs,
Cottontail.
but not really
He stopped right here.
ever on us.
Look at his brown eye. Look how pretty his eyes are.
She's totally like, squirrel. They can't see him. They
He'll
cannot.
hop behind. I have 2 bunnies and 2 chipmunks that I know of in the yard. Chip and Dale are the chipmunks because you just
Aw.
have to. Yes.
All of our chipmunks are Karen.
Yeah, because they scream at us.
Oh, there he is.
There he
You
is.
can see him
It's over there.
right there.
It's right there.
Yeah, but doesn't mean we don't love our Karens. We love our Karens.
Yeah, we do.
Karen Spear, don't
And
be like.
No, Karen thinks it's hilarious. She's told me that's hilarious.
But that's what we always call them, Karens. We don't get ticks here much either. I think it's the cold weather that keeps them down. Darlene, where are you?
Bunny! This guy, okay, this is actually pretty funny too. So we do feed these guys. So we just put piles of food out, and they know when it's time to eat, and they go to them. But he's also one, and it is a male, so we've seen him breed somebody, that wherever we are, he kind of ends up being. It's kind of fun.
Oh, you're in Canada.
Canada.
Got you.
Yeah. I think we get cold, but see, Jen's house gets cold. They get as cold as we do.
Yeah. And Canadians do too.
Yeah,
Eh?
because that's usually what does it. But I was telling her, you know, have you done the sulfur sock? So when we moved to Texas and the ticks were terrible, you put sulfur in a sock and you just kind of whacked your feet and your legs and whatever, from your knees down. And then they wouldn't climb up on you. But there was always, you had to be careful of them dropping on you from the trees or whatever. But we just have not had that issue.
Colleen, Virgil's home, and I need to show him how much more we need to extend that new garden behind the greenhouse. Leaving the TV on in the living room. Bye.
Bye.
Bob's like, Virgil, run. Chuck, hey, I got me a new dog. You have a French bulldog named Dory. Aww. Cute. She was a breeder, and we got her fixed. No more babies.
Robert, I had 10 ticks on me at the end of the day. Small Lyme disease ticks. That's not good, Bob.
No.
That's terrible. Try the
Sounds-
sulfur sock.
Yeah. Or move to a state that doesn't have ticks.
KJ says we need corgi lives. You know, if they weren't wackadoos, they're very excited about. I will do on the members. We'll do some. You guys can watch them herd on the members video live. We'll do some herding.
That would be
on there.
cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun.
Get Kim out there with the phone like this
Yeah.
for the live.
That's totally fine.
We got some for some shorts.
I'll just have it on Heather and the dogs and be like this. It's basically what I did this morning.
They did so good. It was so much fun.
I sprayed tick spray. Have you tried
Or a
that
corgi
called?
cam.
What is that called? Avon, the spray.
Skin So Soft.
Skin So Soft. Thank you. I heard that works good for ticks too.
The corgi cam would be a lot of fun, but the harness for the dogs is $100.
Oh, Mary just said the same thing.
Mary.
Skin So Soft oil works on skeeters and ticks.
I have a harness to put on your dog with GoPro thing. What, Kelly?
Awesome.
That would be fun. That would be super fun.
Okay, everybody pause. I have to go get my coat. Keep going. I'll be back.
What are you doing? Getting your coat?
Yeah, from the chair over here.
Oh, okay. It would be really goopy to say Skin So Soft on my pants. Yeah, Sean, I love the Skin So Soft. We use that too. That was another thing that we used, but we always did the sulfur on our legs. Duct tape is cheap. Oh, I've heard people do that too, where they wrap it the wrong way on your legs, and so they just stick to the duct tape. Is that what you're talking about? We were talking about burn piles. Victor had set up some burn piles and then found out we are under a burn ban right now. So you have to get a permit, a permit required. It's not, I guess it's not a burn ban, but it's a permit required, which normally they don't do until like August. So it was kind of crazy. Well, I mean, maybe June, but
is that because Canada's on fire? So
really,
of course
it's probably that, yeah, because Canada is on fire.
So,
where do you get the sulfur powder from? I'm pretty sure we got it from the feed store. So just the local feed store. I'd start asking. I'm gonna start asking around here.
What you do is you dehydrate eggs. You grind it really, really fine, and then you rub your socks in them.
That's not sulfur. That's calcium.
No, raw eggs. You know how they stink?
Oh, old raw eggs. Do they
Sulfur?
charge for permits there? No, it's free. The permit's free. But I really liked the Skin So Soft. But if you can't get it or you can't find it, or you run out and you're waiting on an order kind of thing.
I would also do some research on essential oils because I don't think they like oil, and especially like.
Listen to that dog back there. Like, those people need to settle their animal down.
And the funny thing is, usually it's Justin, but lately it's
Chloe.
been Chloe.
Chloe is like, she is riled
She's
up.
like, I can't see my mom and I can hear her.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah. You heard it from the boss, Sean says. Apparently,
there's an old
we
sulfur
miss you,
spring
girls.
near me.
Oh, cute.
Suppose I could get water from it. Oh yeah, you could totally do that. Probably lemongrass oil would work.
Chuck, yes, it's a great view. There is a couple downfalls to this view though. And the reason we're not on swings all the time is in the summer it's really hot. There's no cover, and it also gets super, super windy. So
yeah.
So those are the two things. But is that Andrew behind you, ladies? No.
That's funny. You would have to keep me away from that swing. I just love that view. Yeah. Well, I need a new swing. I need to replace the swing chairs on that.
That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was listening. I was just adding.
Okay. I do that. She'll like.
Oh wait, what happened the other day? What happened the other day? And I literally, the paper on the.
Yeah, you guys probably saw it in one of the videos.
And I don't think it's got out yet.
But she was
Maybe
like,
it did. Oh yeah, it
yeah,
did.
yeah, it did. Yeah, she was like, you know, we're gonna leave the paper on for this and la la la, and I just, you know, I figured she was talking
me out.
She was talking to you guys, and so I was just doing my thing. I know what I do. I pull the paper off, I cut it in half, I put it up, and then she's like, no. Like, what? This is what we've done this whole time. What's different? I just said. I was like, I wasn't listening. You weren't talking to me. So the thing about Heather, I love her to death. But she talks a lot, and sometimes she just talks
And I talk
to talk.
to myself.
She and
I am a
so
verbal
she's really not
processor.
talking to you. Like she'll say stuff like, "We need to do blah 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 blah," and it has affected her relationships in the past because men
Yes.
haven't expected that was like. Oh,
I'm telling them to
she's-
do that thing.
and she's like, "No, it's just me saying it out loud," and I can see where they come up with that because
Yeah.
there's times where I'm like, "Is she wanting me to do that? I don't know," and then but I'll just go do it. It's fine.
That's when you just ask, like, is that me? Is that for me to do? Or, but I do. I'm a verbal processor, so I will talk about, and I wake up like this. And so Kim's like, look, you need to let me have my coffee first. I need my coffee, and then we can chat about that.
So, so the funny thing the other day, so we started doing these like podcast type things.
Kelly says Dwayne does the same.
And so I get my coffee and she's like, okay, she gets dressed. She's sitting over there in the garden. She's like, looking at me and I'm like, I just woke up. I'm not chatty. And she wants me to do this podcast thing. I'm like, okay.
I can do it. I can do it.
Noted. I'm getting up earlier.
Because we were trying to
It was pretty funny.
We were trying to film it before we get started for the day because it's going on the Farm to Table channel. It's just things we've been talking about during the week or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay, let's just do this before it gets too hot out here or whatever. It was just so funny.
It's
Just
just
so
funny.
funny. I guess Bob's going to sleep. Everybody's saying
Well,
goodnight, Bob.
it is way past his bedtime.
Way past.
And he doesn't usually stick past 6, so I get it. Coffee first for sure. Exactly.
This is the thing. I will wake up at like 3 a.m. and then I will start thinking about what I need to do. So I've already been up for like 3 hours, well,
In
2
her
hours
mind.
in my mind, and I've been working on things, and then Kim gets up and I want to
Good
bounce
night,
it off of somebody.
Danielle.
And I want to bounce it off of somebody. After
Or-
I semi-retired, I went from dragging out of bed to getting up okay, and from 3 cups of coffee to 1. That's nice, KJ. I just wake up and go.
And I've never been a wake up and go. In fact, when my daughter lived with me when we were living in Florida, it was and she knew, she knows, we talked about it, but I need quiet and I need no lights or barely any lights. And so
I'd go back to sleep.
I'm like,
would fall back
I
asleep.
need to slowly work my way into my day, not jump and go.
That's me. I'm so, and I've always been that way. And everybody in my family is like, girl, that is enough of that. Like, I wake up
Good
and
night,
go.
Nancy.
And half the time I would like get halfway into town and be like, well, I didn't brush my hair. My clothes don't match. Like, but I had to get to the store to get something.
Yeah. So
Listen,
funny.
you guys love me for my personality. Good night, Nancy. 3 cups of black coffee for me, usually about 5:30 a.m. I can't. I get the acid reflux real bad.
Oh, Ann, I'm so sorry. No coffee for her today. She can't have it on no sleep. I'll get angina. But,
Oh.
honey, but it will help your migraines. Or does it not? I mean, I guess caffeine's supposed to help headaches.
Winter said I used to be like that, Heather. I wish I was now. I've always been like this. Always.
I was like that when my daughter was a baby. And I think that was the only time that I was ever like a morning.
Get up and go. Yeah.
Get up and go.
I want a curious question. Were you guys, tell me if you were born, if you're a morning person and you were born in the morning, or if you are a night person and you were born at night. Because so my mom was doing this thing and she was asking people about it because I was born early in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning, and I have always up and go. Well, my mom and Connie were born at night. They're identical twins. So they were born later in the day. Victor was born at 4:36 in the afternoon, and he is a night owl. Has always been a night owl.
Both were born in the afternoon, and neither one of mine's a morning and one's not a morning person.
Okay,
So
interesting.
Sean just says I was born in the hospital.
Major.
I have no idea
a
what
night
time I
person
was
born in the
born.
morning. Anna was born in the morning. She's a major nut. I can't. I have always been like, the sun goes down and I want to go to sleep.
I have no idea what time I was
Flat
born.
out.
Mom, what time was I born? Oh, you're not on here.
Darlene was born at night and she's always been a morning person.
Sean gets up singing 80s songs. I can see that.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that.
I totally sing songs all the time too. I could totally be that too. Be like,
My brain doesn't let me hold on to music or stuff.
I'm like, what's her bucket that gets in the car and she's driving cross country with that guy and she's singing every single song on the radio?
Oh,
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Yeah, that's who I am.
Melissa
And
McCarthy,
that's
that's
who
funny.
I am in the car.
And dancing. I can see Sean doing the dancing
Yep.
too.
Kelly's born at night and is a night person. And I have just never... I took a DNA test and it says that I should be all the way on the far nighttime spectrum. Even if
If it's hoodoo.
it's true, I guess. That's funny. Mary, I was born at 2:30 a.m. Spring to end of fall. I'm a morning person. Yeah.
Interesting theory. It was just like my, the theory I was talking about the seasons that you were born in, on what season's your favorite too.
Yeah, that's true. But I was born in August and I like spring.
Yeah, and I was
Spring is-
born in spring, but I like spring.
Ugh, man, my hands hurt. You guys, I got bad and I stopped taking my magnesium and stuff. I felt better, so I quit taking it. Who else does that? Who else does that? And then I started hurting like nobody's business. So I'm back on it again.
Got 5 minutes if you guys have any questions.
Any questions?
You want to throw anything else out there?
I have to say that somebody asked you who was the they when you were talking about how you were told that dandelions were weeds.
We're not going into all that.
Well, but
Political
I
and
don't
stuff.
think it's political. I think that's a real thing. I think in the city people
They,
have and honestly, your
They-
HOAs.
your educators, the government,
HOAs.
HOAs,
If you let it grow up too much
There's
like that, they
all
get in trouble.
of those days. There's a lot of days.
But I
They
mean,
say don't. My mom, like
Mom,
those
throwing it in.
dandelions can't be in the yard.
well, and that's the
Those are weeds.
And what were we were over by the barn and you were like, this is St. John's wort. You're looking things up on your phone. And it's like so cool that one, they have that now on the phone so you can look things up
Yeah.
like that because
They
now
say be careful because they're not always right, but that's why I was like, wait, what?
so yeah, some things we won't
They,
have
the
to grow.
man, right, Anna?
but I think it's a legit thing because even they have specific sprays to spray on your yard to kill off all the dandelions. It won't kill your grass, but it'll kill all the dandelions.
Yeah.
Because they're pushing so hard that that's a weed. And I watched this lady the other day cook the roots, and she said it tasted like carrots, which I thought was very interesting. And now I want to try it.
That is interesting. I want to try it because it says you're gonna it makes you skinny and it makes your body healthier and it does all these
those
magical things. So of course I want to try
Every
it.
time I find them here, I spread the seeds because I want lots of them. to come up.
Darlene says they used to be like that about weeds here, but now you're not allowed to kill them. And a lot of those are so beneficial for not just like for us to actually use to eat and such, but for the pollinators, of course. And
Right.
I've always been an advocate for the pollinators. Like, if it's gonna flower, leave it alone.
Unless you're allergic to it, then get rid of it. Put something else in its place.
Kimmy says dandelions are good. That's right, Chuck.
They are. I have personally made the dandelion jelly. So I've made that. That was really good. It tasted like honey to me. A very mild honey. That was really good. I was gonna make the dandelion wine, but then I quit drinking, so that didn't happen.
The Carla Cluck Farm just made a tincture and a salve.
Oh, nice.
And I know that Colleen also just made a tincture. So
Yeah, she did. That's pretty cool.
give the bees a chance. Yes. We gotta love our
Someone
bees.
was saying on our local forum that she hasn't seen any bees floating around. She's seen bumblebees, but not just bees.
Not honeybees.
Mm-mm.
She may be too far from people that actually have bees.
Yeah.
Gonna go eat dinner. Good night, everyone. Abundant Living Homesteaders.
All right. See
Bye,
you later.
Sean. Bye, Winter.
Bye. I think we're pretty close behind, aren't we?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Dougie Fresher on.
Darlene says, I used to pick young dandelions and lamb quarters for salad. Should we end this with a dance? Like,
No. Nobody needs to see that.
well, you can sing. I can dance. We can...
Staying alive, doing the
Yeah.
Staying alive, staying alive.
You know what I find really interesting?
Hmm.
We didn't go into like food things.
Not
tonight.
once.
Yeah, and that usually never happens.
There was a whole thing going on about disco balls that we missed out on.
Yeah.
Man, the
Guess
dogs
so.
are losing their mind. Sasquatch must be back there. I'm gonna go get a cutout Sasquatch and start putting him in places just to mess with the dogs.
That would be awesome. KJ's a bit disappointed there were no dandelion necklaces in the video.
I know, that was sad.
Maybe a crown? I don't know if I'd wear a dandelion necklace, although if you hold a dandelion under your chin, it tells you if you're boy crazy, I think. Is what it
What?
said. Yeah, if it's yellow or do you like butter? I don't remember. Something from when I was a
Boys
kid.
or butter, one or the other. Oh, that's so funny.
I don't remember, but if you could see yellow under your chin when you hold the dandelion, you guys never did that.
No.
And they would, you're like, okay, you can see yellow, so you like boys or you like butter. I don't remember what it was.
Never heard of that. That's a city thing. I've never heard that.
Totally could be.
That's so funny.
Oh, goodness
That's
gracious.
too funny. Too funny.
I actually looked at 5. Susie, we had some problems, so we got started
It
late.
was, girl. It was a mess.
Yeah, it was a mess. So we had to restart, and yeah. But we're so glad that you guys came. It is 6:29, so we're getting ready to get off because we still have some work to do, and I'm hungry. What are we doing for dinner?
Huh? I know I just had a really good email sent
Oh,
to
that's
me, or
awesome.
instant message from my kid.
Susie's
I don't know
like,
what
no,
was
I just got on.
I know. Zeke said he would get the truck up and running properly again. Was interested in trading services for some lumber cuts, I guess. That's amazing.
Nice. That would be amazing.
Then we can get the truck up for sale. Anybody looking for a 1993 F350 XL? Yeah, the really good one. 1993. It's awesome.
It is
White,
a pretty,
4-door,
it is a pretty cool truck.
jacked up.
And the cool thing about it is the interior is still in really good condition.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's so impressive.
Yeah.
Then you could sell it, Anna says.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck
so
says sawmill, 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 sawmill.
that is happening soon. We're actually going to go get the sawmill because it's down in town. And I think beginning of June is when we're going to get it going. So we're going to get it up here. We're going to fiddle fart with it and get it tuned in so that, June 1st we can start milling.
Fiddle farts.
Fiddle farting. That's a real word.
Fiddle fart and out household.
And we ended on that.
And douche canoe. Those are our words. All right, guys. Thank you so much for following along and joining us today. We appreciate you so much.
appreciate you.
God bless.
Bye.
Good night.
I can't get out of my chair. I'm on a hill.
Boop.